What's going on, guys? MariK here, back with another Dragon Ball Super video. Today we've got the blue and yellow cards for Set 7, Assault of the Saiyans, and honestly, I'm super excited for this. Let's just jump right into it. First up, we got our first leader, which is Son Goku and Vegeta on the front. You guys have probably already seen this card. If not, his permanent says if your life is 4 or less, he gains 5,000 power during your opponent's turn. When he attacks, draw 1 card. His activate main says if you have 4 or more energy, choose up to 1 blue Son Goku and 1 yellow Vegeta card in your hand with energy cost of 2 or less and play them. You can only play Trunks, Future, and Vegito cards for the duration of the turn, and you can't activate this skill for the duration of the game. So basically, once a turn, or once a game, he gives you a free chance to drop Goku and Vegeta so you can get out Vegito easier. Really excited about that ability. When your life is at 4 or less, you may draw 1 card and flip this card over into Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, Energy Disruption. Really happy to have a Blue Vegito leader finally. When he attacks, draw 1 card. His auto is once per turn when you combo with 1 or more battle cards with a combo cost of 1 in your energy area using a skill. Choose up to 1 of those battle cards, and when the battle ends, the chosen card is returned to its owner's hand instead of being placed in the owner's drop area. Awkward, because you're comboing with cards in your combo area. Although I do have a gimmicky idea for this already using the Ultimate Spirit Bomb, but I'm curious to see what other effects we'll have that revolve around cards that you combo in your combo area, or in your energy area. Alright, moving on. And I'm so glad they did this with this leader. It's Goku Black and Zamasu on the front. This already gives me ridiculous ideas. That art is amazing, by the way, and I wish it could be foil. Auto says, when this card attacks, look it up to 5 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 blue or yellow, Goku Black or Zamasu among them, add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. This leader, I already love this leader. And I don't even want to awaken him until I absolutely have to, just because there's different things you can do with this leader. When he's awakens, when your opponent has 3 or more energy, you may draw 1 card and then choose up to 1 of your energy, switch it to active mode, and flip this card over. Doesn't matter what your life is at. Your life can be at 8. If your opponent is at 3 energy, bam, you're done, son. You can awaken straight into Fuse Zamasu's Supreme Strike. This card, I feel like this card is already busted as hell just from its abilities. When this card attacks, look it up to 5 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 blue or yellow, Goku Black or Zamasu among them, and add it to your hand. Okay, so, never mind. I'm dumb, and I forgot that the Awakened side has the same ability. So, the only difference is he's straight up Zamasu on this side. He's not Goku Black, but still, that gives me plenty of ideas for stuff you can do. So you can use this one leader for any card that requires Zamasu, but you can also use it for Unstoppable Despair Goku Black, which is awesome. When this card attacks the leader card, it gets minus 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. So, probably because it's a activate main is a little OP. It says once per turn, if your opponent has 8 or more energy, choose up to 4 cards from your opponent's life and place them at the bottom of their deck in any order. Activate main once per turn for 1 energy. Choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards and return it to its owner's hand. That right there is nice. And I can really see some ridiculous plays that I'm planning to make with this leader. I love this leader. I love that he's Goku Black on the front. Just amazing. Now we've got Super Saiyan Blue Son Goku, the Sweeper. He's a 2-cost, 15,000 power. When you play this card, you may choose 1 card in your life, add it to your hand. If you do, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less and return it to its owner's hand. Not bad for a 2-cost. Lets you awaken easier, lets you get a +1. And your opponent, you can bounce any 4-cost or lower. Granted, Barrier would still be a problem, but I like it. I think it's a great card. Then we've got Saiyan Bloodline Son Goku. He's a 1-cost, 4,000 power. When you play this card, look it up to 3 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 blue or yellow Saiyan card among them and add it to your hand. Then place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. I like this card because you can use it both for, or you can use it for Future Trunks. You can use it for Goku Vegito, or you even wanted to, you could use it for Goku Black. Granted, I would still probably run Gowasu, but it's another option. And this card's a Saiyan, so you could get himself if need be, but I think Gowasu from set 2 would be so much better. Then we have easily one of the cards I am super excited about, Undying Spirit Son Gohan. This is future Gohan. He finally got another card. He's a 3-cost, 15,000 power counterplay. If a multicolored card's in your energy, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 1. When you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 4 or less, return it to its owner's hand. Then, if it's your opponent's turn, choose up to one of your blue energy and switch it to active mode. So essentially, it's a 1-cost counterplay, and you get to bounce a card. I am stoked to play this card. Future Gohan is one of my favorite characters. We got him as one of the +1 combo to play cards all the way back in Union Force in Set 2, and now we're finally getting another one. I am definitely going to scoop him up, and I'm getting 4 foils of him. Oh, he's rare anyway, so of course I'm getting 4 foils of him. Either way, I'm super excited for this card. Then we've got Super Saiyan 2 Trunks, Memories of the Past. If you guys haven't seen this one already, he's a 6-cost, 30,000 power with double strike. Permanent says you can only have one in your battle area. When you combo with this card from an energy area using Meteoric Energy Super Saiyan Blue Vegito skill, which is the 8-drop, play this card at the end of the battle. So he comes out for free from your energy. Wild. When you play this card, draw one card, then choose up to one card in your hand and add it to your energy. So he replaces himself. He comes out with the ability of that Vegito. He triggers the Vegito Leader's ability. And when you play him, you draw a card and you get to add a card back to your energy. So not only do you keep the same amount of energy, but you also get a free untap, basically. Because that card you play, you can play it in active mode. Absolutely wild. Then we have Trunks Fighting the Darkness. He's a 1-cost, 4,000 power. Auto says, when you play this card, you may choose one card in your hand, place it in your drop area. If you do, choose up to one yellow Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta with an energy cost of 2 and up to one Super Saiyan Blue Son Goku the Sweeper from your deck. Add them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. Really interesting. We're going to have to see what that Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta does. But this allows you to get a Goku and a Vegeta to your hand that you can immediately play on the next turn with the Vegito's leader's ability to be able to go into a union for Vegito. Like, this deck is... I honestly don't know what I'm more excited for, the Zamasu Goku Black stuff or the Vegito Trunk stuff. Yeah, both of it seems so damn fun. Then we have Trunks the Sweeper. He's a 2-cost, 10,000 power. When you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 2 or less, ignoring barrier, and return it to its owner's hand. I hate that blue returns stuff to the hand instead of KOing it, but blue is probably still the strongest color, so it's understandable. I just hate that your opponent gets to keep that card to either play it again, combo with it, whatever. But still, a nice way to get stuff off the board that has barrier. Then we've got Bulma saying farewell. She's a 1-cost, 1,000 power. When you combo with this card during your turn, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with the energy cost of 3 or less and return it to its owner's hand. Unfortunately, she is a 1-cost combo, so you're not going to play her and then combo, but still kind of cool that they are giving us so many cards that can just bounce things back to the opponent's hand and keep their board clear. Then we've got Mai filled with energy. She's a 2-cost, 10,000 power. She's our super combo for blue for this set. When you combo this card, if your leader is blue, your life is 4 or less. I really don't like that, but kind of irrelevant because if I'm playing Trunks and Vegito, I'm probably just going to use the Gohan Adolescence, what was he? Great Saiyaman. From Set 5, and if I'm playing Goku Black and Zamasu, I'm probably just going to use Hellies from the Tournament of Power set, so really sucks we're getting a new Mai card, and it's basically going to be useless. Then we have Whis the Regulator. He's a 1-cost, 5,000 power. I love that we're getting more Whis stuff. I really hate that it's nothing special, though. Once per turn, choose one card in your hand, place it in the drop area, draw one card. See, like I said, nothing special. Not really worth it, in my opinion. And I want a killer, Whis boss card finisher something. Then we've got Gowasu, Zamasu's master. He's a 2-cost, 10,000 power. His auto says when you combo with this card for 0 combo energy, and your leader card is blue, you may choose one card from your hand, place it in your drop area. If you do, choose one of these abilities. Choose up to 3 battle cards with an energy cost of 3 or more and power of 35,000 or less in your drop area and place them at the bottom of your deck in any order. Choose one battle card in your opponent's drop area, return it to your opponent's deck, then your opponent shuffles their deck. I kind of like the second one better, because you just choose an opponent's battle card. No, it's in your opponent's drop area. I don't like that. I kind of like the other one. It'll let you put stuff back in your deck to be able to search out. But I don't know. It's interesting. I like it, but I don't think it's super ridiculous. Granted, since it says you can just combo with it, it doesn't have to be in the battle area, and it's 0 to combo. It's not bad. You combo, get the 5,000 power, and add a few things back to your deck that hopefully you can search back out. Then we have this card, which I have mixed feelings about. Almighty Do-Over Zen-Oh. He's a 5-cost, 19,000 power, with Deflect. When you play this card, choose all battle cards, return them to their owner's deck, then all players who return cards to their decks shuffle their decks. So it doesn't reset the hand, which is nice. It can't hit cards with barrier. It's basically a weakened version of the Zen-Oh we already have. So I'm going to go ahead and call it right now. The 7-drop Zen-Oh from Union Force is going to be banned. Why make this, which is an inferior Zen-Oh, if we have the other one? Granted, this one's only a 5 cost, the other one's 7 cost, but people don't ever play it that way. They abuse it with Chain Attack Trunks. I am making the prediction that that Zen-Oh, the old Zen-Oh card, is going to be banned. Then we have Vados. She's our 3-cost, 30,000 vanilla card for blue. Then we have Kale, Sister of Annihilation. She's a 4-cost, 20,000 power with EX Evolve for 1 blue energy on a blue Kale with an energy cost of 1. So super specific. Her auto says, when a card evolves into this card, you may choose all of your opponent's battle cards. Choose all of your battle cards other than this card and place them in their owner's drop area. If you do, choose all your opponent's battle cards with energy cost of 4 or less and return them to their owner's hand. So all you have to do is return your battle cards. All you have to do is have one battle card. And if you're doing Universe 6, you could just do your thing with Kale and Caulifla and use the free Kale blocker that you can play as long as there's a Caulifla in your battle area. I think that would give you a neat option to be able to kind of sort of get it out for free. Well, no, because it would go to your drop area. You don't return your cards to your hand. But still, all you'd have to do is get rid of one of your cards to be able to get rid of your opponent's field. So that's not bad at all. I like that. It's kind of terrifying to think about, though. Then we have Kale, the Awakened Sister. She's a super rare for Universe 6. She's got critical. Her auto says, during your turn at the end of the battle, after you combo with this card, which is a 1-cost combo, choose up to 1 blue Kale in your battle area and play this card on top of it. Ew. But it has to be during your turn. But if you do it during your turn and attack and have a Kale inactive, then this would come on top of it. And, ew, that's just gross. And then she's 20,000 critical. And when you play this card, you choose one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, negate its skills for the duration of the turn, and then return it to its owner's hand. That's extra gross. This card's really good. I don't like it, but, you know, I'm biased, so. Then we have Kale, Timid Sister. This is the 1-cost that the 4-cost was referring to. She got the permanent. This card can't be KO'd by your opponent's skills, so you'd have to attack it, or you'd have to, well, it just can't be KO'd. You could still warp it. You still bounce it, I suppose. When you play this card, choose up to 1 blue or yellow Universe 6 card in your drop area with energy cost of 3 or more and add it to your hand. So basically, it allows you to set up to get that Kale to replace, you can kind of loop them, more or less. Play the 1-drop, combo evolve the 4-drop honor. Then if it dies, then you can play this one, add the 4-drop back to your hand, attack with your leader, combo, play it on top of this card. I like it. I'm definitely looking forward to Universe 6 stuff. And this stuff is actually Saiyan Alien Universe 6, so a lot of different support you can run together. Then we have Goku Black, the Replicator. I like the art on this card. It's uncommon, but I'm definitely scooping up 4 foils. I don't care. He's a 4-cost, 20,000 power, When you play this card and your leader card is a Goku Black or Zamasu card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, place it in your own opponent's energy in rest mode, then play a shadow token. If your opponent has 3 or less energy, reveal the top card of your opponent's deck. If that card is a battle card, place it in your opponent's energy in rest mode. Otherwise, draw one card and then your opponent shuffles their deck. So I like that. Play this card at a later time, which 4 energy, your opponent should have more than 3. So play it, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, put it in their rest area, and then you get to draw a card and get a shadow token. That's pretty dope. I like what that allows you to do. Then next up, of course, we have Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black Inviting the Darkness. If you haven't seen this one yet, he's a 3-cost, 10,000 power, a little underwhelming, but he's got barrier, so he's protected, so you can use him for a Union and Evolve target. His auto says, when you play this card and your leader card is a Goku Black or Zamasu, add the top card of your deck to your energy. When you play this card and your leader card is a Goku Black or Zamasu, at the end of your opponent's next turn, reveal the top card of your opponent's deck. If that card is a battle card, place it in your opponent's energy in rest mode. Otherwise, draw one card and then your opponent shuffles their deck. The way I'm interpreting this is if it's not a battle card, it goes back to their deck. Because it doesn't say add it to their hand. I hope that's not how it works. That would kind of suck. But that's the way I'm interpreting it, and honestly, I love this card as well. Not only does this work well for ramping for Goku Black, it works well for ramping for Zamasu. There's no energy requirement. You just play it when you've got 3, and bam, you're at 4. It's just, oh, and this is a rare, so this is going to be foil no matter what, and I'm really happy about that. I kind of hope it's not the Shatter foil, Shatter rare foil, but if it is, we'll make do. Then we've got Goku Black, Evil's Accomplice. I love the art on this card. That purple is going to look amazing as a foil. He's a 2-cost, 10,000 power with Deflect. His activate main says, once per turn, choose one card in your hand, place it in your drop area. Choose up to one mass replication from your deck. Activate it, then shuffle your deck. I like this. And I'm about to show you why, because that mass replication field card is really cool. But before that, we have Betrayal of the Master. It's a 1-cost activate main that says choose one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost greater than or equal to your opponent's energy and return it to its owner's hand. Basically, this card is like the Father-Son Kamehameha green extra card from Set 2, which said the same thing. Basically, if your opponent has a card with a higher energy than they actually have, aka if they were to play Cell. They turn 3, they go Cell, they go all the way to Perfect Cell, they've got a 7 drop. Only difference is this returns it to its owner's hand instead of KOing it. So, definitely a dope card. Definitely gives blue another out to problematic cards early in the game. I'm definitely on board with this one. Now, here's the field card, and that art is just super, super awesome. Again, I have to have 4 foils of this. My Goku Black Zamasu decks are going to be completely decked out in shiny. Permanent says, shadow tokens in your battle area can't attack and they gain blocker. So they can't attack, which is okay. They're only 10,000. They can still be comboed with, and they all have blocker. Auto says, once per turn, when you play a Goku Black card in your battle area, if your leader card is Goku Black or Zamasu, you play a shadow token. So you play the 2-cost, which brings this out. And then every other time after that, you're just going to start generating tokens. And that is a lot of free blockers that you're about to have for nothing. Super, super awesome. Again, all foils. Has to be. Then we've got You're Wide Open. It's our blue counterplay. If your leader card is blue, if the battle card your opponent is playing has an energy cost of 4 or less, it is returned to its owner's hand instead of being played. Again, I hate that it's returned to their hand instead of sent to the drop like Preemptive Strike, but hey, that's Blue's thing, and I'm just happy we're getting more counter stuff for all the colors. Then we've got All Too Easy, which is a counter attack. If your leader card is blue, negate the attack, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost of 1 and return it to its owner's hand. Probably wouldn't choose that one. And I don't know. But you can play it in your drop area by paying the energy cost and removing a blue card in your hand from the game. So, like the other counterattacks, you can play it essentially for free from your drop. When you activate this card, you can't activate All Too Easy for the duration of the turn. So, basically gives you a free negate that you can activate from your hand, which is a great counter to stuff like uh, the blue 7-drop Gogeta, all the new hand manipulation support that we're getting in green. Speaking of green, alright, so we don't care about any of this green stuff because we have already seen it. Okay, so here is where yellow starts, with a hit leader. Once per turn, choose one card in your life, add it to your hand. Choose up to one blue or yellow Universe 6 card with an energy cost of 1 in your hand and play it. So, free Kale? Free Kale so that you have energy to combo the Kale. You could actually do this and get out that 4-drop critical Kale. Turn 1. Turn 1. I'm not a fan. I mean, I am a fan. I'm just not a fan of having to play against this. When your life is at 4 or less, you may draw one card, choose one of your energy, switch it to active mode, and flip this card over. Granted, I like Hit. I have some beef with Hit that we won't get into right now, though. Then we have Time Skip Hit. That is a really weird mouthful to say. When this card attacks, draw one card. When your opponent's leader card flips back to its front, choose up to one blue or yellow Universe 6 in your drop area with energy cost of 3 or less and play it. Now, that's a really weird ability. But it goes along with the Activate main. It says once per turn, choose a card in your hand and place it in your drop area. Choose one blue or yellow Universe 6 card in your hand with energy cost of 2 or less and play it. No, it doesn't go with this. It goes with the hit battle card. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go ahead and find that. First, let's look at Caulifla and Kale. I feel like it should be Kale and Caulifla. I don't know why. It just seems to roll off the tongue better. Auto says when this card attacks a leader, draw one card. Activate main. When you have 3 or more energy, choose up to one blue Kale and one yellow Caulifla card in your with energy cost of 2 or less in your hand and play them. They get the skill for the duration of the game. So, like the Vegito, it gives you the ability to play the 2 Union targets for free once a game. When your life is at 4 or less, you draw one card, flip this card over. I like that this card is limited. I like it because, again, I'm biased, but because it's Kefla and I feel like she's slightly overrated. Kefla's auto says, when this card attacks, draw one card, then choose up to one Universe 6 in your battle area, and both this card and the chosen card get 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. That is super underwhelming. I have nothing else to say about it. Like, I'm not really excited to play this leader. I probably will, because I like the theme of the Universe 6 stuff for this set, but the leader to me is just underwhelming. Then we have Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. He's a 2-cost, 20,000 power. That is the Vegeta the Vegito leader was referring to. No, not the Vegito leader. The 1-drop Trunks was referring to be able to play it with the Vegito deck. So you just have to run 4 of these. And it gives you some yellow, so you could run Nimbus if you wanted to, or Crusher Ball if you felt like being cheeky. Then we have Saiyan Bloodline Vegeta. He's a 2-cost, 15,000 power. His auto says, when this card attacks, look at up to 2 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to one blue or yellow Saiyan card among them, add it to your hand, place the remaining cards in your drop area. So, 2 energy, 15,000. That's not bad. And you get to look at 2 cards and you can add a Saiyan card. This would work well with the Goku Vegeta support for Vegito. It would also work well for the Universe 6 support. Then we've got Champa the Trickster. He's a 3-cost, 15,000 power counterplay. Multicolor card, blah, blah, blah. Reduce it by 1. When you play this card, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, switch it to rest mode, draw a card for your opponent's turn. I like that. I like how it switches it to rest mode, ignoring barrier. Gives you a chance to get rid of a card your opponent has that's kind of problematic and you don't want to stay on the board. And also, I like that he didn't get the same treatment that Gohan did, which is to basically let you play him for 1 energy, which is just super dope. Then we have Hit, Pride of Universe 6. He's super rare and also the SPR. His got EX Evolve for 2 yellow and 1 other on a yellow hit with an energy cost of 2. He's got dual attack, and he's got auto bond 2 with Universe 6. We haven't seen any bond cards since set 4, since we got Namekians and Lord Slug. So, cool to see this card coming back. And, Did Goku's lineage have bond? I don't think so. Anyway, when a card evolves into this card, if your leader card is a yellow Universe 6 card and you have 4 more energy, flip your opponent's leader card to the front. This is where this goes along with the hit leader that lets you play a free battle card when your opponent's leader switches back. If you do, your opponent can't activate their leader's Awaken or Wish skills until the end of their next turn. So, basically, they have to suffer for a whole turn. 2, if you count them the turn they do this, being weaker and not getting whichever skills are on their Awakened side. But it does mean that they will get the Awakened abilities again to untap, to draw, whatever they do when they awaken. Activate main says once per turn, choose up to one of your opponent's battled cards, negate its skills for the duration of the turn, and send it to its owner's warp. At the end of your opponent's next turn, play the card sent to the warp by the skill from the warp in its owner's battle area in rest mode. I think that's a bit much. For no energy, you are choosing a battle card that comes out of their battle area and gets warped until the end of their next turn, so they can't even do anything with it. And then it's on top of that, it has to come out in rest mode. That I feel like that's a bit much, but we'll leave that alone for now. Then we have Hit After Image Master. He's a 2-cost 9,000 power. When you play this card from your hand, your opponent chooses one card in their hand and sends it to their warp. I don't like that. I don't like you touching cards in my hand. Also coming from a former Android and Cell player, but hey. Activate main says send this card to its owner's warp. At the start of your next main phase, if your leader card is a yellow Universe 6 card, play the card that was sent to the warp by the skill in its owner's battle area. I don't know why it says play the card that was sent to the warp. You send this card to the owner's warp, so of course you're going to bring this back. That's weird wording to me. But he lets you protect him, similar to the way the red hit battle card promo did. Then we have Kaba, Undisguised Rage. He's a 2-cost, 5,000 power with Blocker and Revenge. And you can use the leader's ability to play him for free. Granted, he's weak as shit, and it looks really weird having the big text box just to have Blocker and Revenge. Like, that looks like it was a really bad copy and paste. Then we have Kaba, Brimming with Spirit. He's a 1-cost, 5,000 power. When you play this card, draw one card. Super underwhelming. Then we have Caulifla, the Awakened Sister. She's a super rare for yellow. 4-cost, 20,000 power with Double Strike. During your turn, at the end of a battle, after you combo with this card, choose up to one yellow Caulifla card in your battle area and play this card on top of it. Oh no. When you play this card, choose one of your opponent's battle cards or energy and switch it to rest mode. Oh no. So again, you can use that leader's ability to get the free one out, and then you can play her on turn 1, and you can do mean stuff to their cards and their energy, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Then we have Caulifla, the Resilient Sister. She's a 4-cost, 10,000 power. Why in the hell? Permanent says if your opponent has 6 or more cards in rest mode, you can play this card from your hand without paying its energy cost. Okay, makes a little bit more sense now. Still kind of underwhelming, but I guess it's a free evolve target. So, not bad, I guess. Then we have the 1-drop we were looking for, Caulifla, the Bold Sister, 4,000 power. This card can't be KO'd by your opponent's skills. When you play this card, look at up to 5 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to one blue or yellow Universe 6 card among them and add it to your hand. Another target for those evolves. I feel like you can get those out so fast, so quickly, so easily, and it's disgusting. Granted, it's kind of akin to the way you could get out the Great Apes for free, except this is a 1-cost, that Kale's a 1-cost, that other Caulifla you can play for free if they have 6 or more tapped rested cards. It's crazy. Ironclad Defense Frost is the next card. He's a 4-cost, 20,000 power, also not a Saiyan, but we will get to that later. He's got Blocker. During your turn, at the end of a battle, after you combo with this card, choose up to one yellow Frost in your battle area, play it on top of this card. Okay, I see where this is going. And then switch this card to active mode. No, wait. Yes, switch it to active mode. Okay, so you would switch the Frost back to active mode. So you could attack with the Frost, then evolve it, and okay, I think I get it now. Then we have Frost, the Path to Full Power. He's a 2-cost, 10,000 power. Really boring character in my opinion, but I know people like him. When you combo with this card and your leader card is yellow, you may choose one card in your hand, place it in your drop area. If you do, choose up to 3 battle cards that energy cost 3 or more, and 35,000 or less in your drop area, place them at the bottom of your deck in any order. Or choose a battle card in your opponent's drop area, return it to its owner's deck, and then your opponent shuffles the deck. So same as the Gawasu. Not really too exciting, but I guess it could allow you to disrupt certain plays. Not super important to play, but I guess you could run it. It'd be a decent tech, maybe a side deck card. Then we have Batomo, Defender of Universe 6, also not a Saiyan. He's your super combo for yellow. If your leader is yellow, life's 4 less, draw a card. Magetta, Defender of Universe 6, you already know. He's a 2-cost, 12,000 power super combo. When you combo with this card, if your leader card is Universe 6 and your life is 5 or less, draw 1 card and it gets plus 10,000 power. So, why they gave 2 different leaders, 2 different super combos for yellow, I don't understand. This is just if your leader is yellow. This is if your leader is Universe 6. Obviously, both the yellow leaders are Universe 6. Both the Universe 6 leaders are yellow. I don't understand why you would play the other one over this one. With the exception of he's 10,000 power to start with. But, I don't know. That's just kind of weird. Then we have Namekian partner Zen-Oh. He's a 2-cost, 10,000 power. When you play this card, choose up to 1 Namekian partner Pirina from your deck, add it to your hand, shuffle your deck. Now, I like that it's yellow, because we've got yellow Namekian support. So you might be able to play him in something other than this Universe 6 stuff. And speaking of, there's Namekian partner Pirina. He's a 2-cost, 10,000 power. When you play this card, choose a Zen-Oh from your deck, add it to your hand. Okay, I'm not really sure why we're doing this. That seems kind of pointless. There's the yellow Zamasu we were looking for. That art is super dope. That'll look really cool with the foil, with the purple. Zamasu, Inviting Despair. He's a 4-cost, 15,000 power with Indestructible. Permanent says, battle cards chosen with the card skill can't be switched to active mode. Ooh, boy, I like where this is going. When you play this card, choose up to 2 Saiyan, Earthling, and or God cards in your opponent's battle area and switch them to rest mode. Ooh. Get to choose 2. No energy restriction, and they can't be switched to active mode. We are about to fuck some stuff up. This is easily the ultimate god. Easily Zamasu and Goku Black. Beerus has got nothing on these 2. That card's awesome. Then we have Hidden Ambition Zamasu. He's a 2-cost, 4,000 power with Indestructible and Barrier and Deflect if he didn't need anything else. When you play this card, choose a blue Goku Black card with energy cost 2 or less in your hand and play it. I love it. So you get to play him, and then you get to play the Goku Black that starts bringing you, that brings you the field card, that brings you your tokens. That's super just, I love this shit. It's so cool. Granted, there's no way to make all of this fit with all of the old support, but this just gives us so many different variants of Goku Black and Zamasu decks we can build, and I'm looking forward to building them all. Like, you guys have no idea. Then we have Zamasu, the Mastermind. That's a cool looking card with 2 costs, 5,000 power, blocker. If there's a Goku Black card in your battle area or leader, you can play it without paying the energy cost. Yes! It's a free blocker for Goku Black and Zamasu. Oh my shit. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I literally have no words. I'm excited for the Vegito stuff. You guys know I love Vegito, but you guys... You can tell that this is my bread and butter. Goku Black and Zamasu is just my all-time favorite. It's always going to be. Then we've got Weak Spot Protection. It's a 1-cost yellow extra card. If your leader card's yellow is Universe 6, it gets plus 10,000 power for the duration of the battle, then draw 1 card. So it's a 1-cost super combo card. Alright, nothing too special there, but, you know. Yes, Zero Mortals plan. It's a 3-cost Desire? Whoa, hold up. Hold up. Activate main. Choose 1 Zamasu card in your battle area without Indestructible and place it in its owner's drop area. Choose up to 1 Zamasu card in your hand with Indestructible and energy cost of 4 or less and play it. Ooh. So you can choose a weaker, lesser useful Zamasu to be able to play a 4-drop for 3 energy. I like that, and it's a desire card. What can we do with that? Does that mean we're getting a wish leader for Goku Black and Zamasu? I mean, we definitely need it because they made multiple wishes. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. You guys have no idea. I'm upset there's not a super rare Goku Black. I feel like we got betrayed by that, unless it's one of the super rares they have not revealed yet. But ooh, that card's awesome. Then we have Kefla's Fury. It's a 2-cost counterplay. If your leader card is yellow, draw 2 cards. So you play it, and it's a pot of green for 2 energy. I don't feel like that's that great. Just saying. Then we have Restrain. It's a 1-cost yellow counter card. If your leader card is yellow, negate the attack. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 1 or less. Switch it to rest mode. This is the yellow variant of the counterattack cards you can play from your drop area. Alright, so we have already seen all the red-green cards. This is what we're here to see. Now, this card's already been revealed. For those who haven't seen it yet, Meteoric Energy Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. He's a 8-cost, 30,000 power, Union Potara for 2 blue and 2 yellow on a blue Son Goku and a yellow Vegeta. And the leader already sets you up for that. So turn 4, you can drop this bad boy. He's got Barrier and Energy Exhaust. His auto says, when this card attacks, if your opponent has 3 or more energy, choose up to 3 blue or yellow battle cards in your energy area and combo with them. Ooh, things we can do, like that Trunks. Granted, I think that's why they said you can only have one of those Trunks in your battle area, because there is so much you can do with that. And since you can play it so early, obviously your opponent's going to have 3 or more energy. When you combo with a battle card using this card skill, and your leader card is blue, if you have 3 or more battle cards in your combo area, choose all of your opponent's battle cards and energy, switch them to rest mode, and those cards can't be switched to active mode during your opponent's next charge phase. So even if you combo, you lose your energy. Now, the only thing I don't like is he's got Barrier, which is great. But he doesn't have crit or dual attack, but still the things you can do with this. I'm so looking forward to this so much. Then we've got Champa and Vados, Gracious Aid. We've seen this card too. It's a 4-cost, 19,000 power with a rival blue-yellow for 1 yellow energy. Energy Exhaust, the permanent to reduce the combo cost of all blue and yellow Universe 6 cards in your hand by 1, which basically means you can play the 4-drop Kales and Cauliflas for free, which is disgusting. And if this card is removed from a battle area by an opponent's skill, you may choose 1 card from your hand, place it in your drop area instead. If you do, this card remains in the battle area, switch it to rest mode, then choose one of your opponent's energy and switch it to rest mode. So, the best way to get rid of this card, because it's going to be staying in active mode, is to definitely play a card that can attack active battle cards. The first card that comes to mind is the Overrealm Bardock Zen-Oh from, I believe, set 4. That would be my go-to to side deck for this trouble. Then we've got Beerus, Fickle God. He's a 2-cost, 15,000 power. Energy Exhaust. Permanent says, if there is a card that is both blue and yellow in your energy area, negate this card's Energy Exhaust skill in all areas. When you play this card, draw 1 card. I don't like it. I mean, 2 energy, it's 15k. That's not a bad attacker. You get to draw a card, but I feel like it's a waste. Like, I don't know. I feel like it just doesn't do enough for the energy you're paying for it, you know? Like, sure, you get a free 15k body, but the draw 1 just doesn't seem worth it to me. Then we've got Meteoric Energy Kefla. She's a copycat with that name. 7 cost, 30,000 power. Union Potara for 1 yellow. Wow, for 1 yellow on a blue Kale and yellow Caulifla with energy cost of 4 or more that are easy as piss to get out. She has Barrier. She's got Aegis blue-yellow. Once per turn. If it's your opponent's turn, you can activate this during the defense step by placing cards in your hand and drop area that match all the cards specified Aegis to its 2-year energy and switch them to active mode. And it's got Energy Exhaust. When this card activates Aegis, choose 3 of your opponent's energy and switch them to rest mode. A lot of energy and switching. I don't like it. Then we've got Kefla, the Peak of Perfection. This is her non-Super Saiyan form. It's a 4 cost 20,000 with a rival blue-yellow for 1 yellow energy, energy exhaust. Auto says when you combo with this card for 1 energy, if your leader card is a Universe 6 card and it's your opponent's turn, you may choose one of your opponent's energy, switch it to rest mode. If you do, your Kefla's auto skills don't activate for the duration of the turn. When you play this card during your turn, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, switch it to rest mode, and negate that battle card's skills until the end of your opponent's next turn. So, it lets you shut down cards pretty easily, pretty quick, and luckily you can only use that skill one time. Then we've got Fuse Zamasu, Divine Providence. He's a 8 cost 30,000 with Indestructible. You Union Patara for 4 blue and 2 yellow on a blue Goku Black and a yellow Zamasu. He's got Energy Exhaust, and when you play this card with Union, your opponent reveals their hand. You choose 2 cards from it and add them to their energy. This basically just sets them up for death. You do this, and if you don't have them down to 4 already, you've got a 30,000 attacker. You swing, you're gonna just dump your hand, combo everything, do the 1 damage you gotta do, and then burn them for 4. And again, this is a super rare card. This should have been an SPR. Absolutely should have been an SPR. And I mean, it'll be an SPR. But it should have been one of the signed SPRs. Then we have Fuse Zamasu the Cunning, which is Zamasu before he started deforming himself. He's a 4 cost 14,000 power. That's a number we haven't seen yet. Counterattack and negate the attack and play this card. He's got Indestructible, Aegis Blue, Yellow, Energy Exhaust, and it's permanent. If your leader card is Zamasu and it's your opponent's return, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 2. So, you could basically play him... Now, your leader has to be Zamasu, which I guess means you could use him with the old Zamasu leader, and you could use him with the new one either side, because it's Goku Black and Zamasu. You just couldn't use this card with the Goku Black leader, but I'm still going to try and play around with that leader, because I do like it, but I feel like the support for the new leader is just so good. And that seems to be all of the blue and yellow cards. So we're going to wrap this video up here. Let me know what you guys are most excited for. You guys already know. Trunks and Vegito are great, but the Goku Black Zamasu stuff is just top tier for me. It really is. It is the best, just the best stuff in the set. I'm always going to be a diehard blue player. Because they always give my favorite stuff to blue, with the exception of, like, androids and Bardock. But even then, Bardock got added to blue as well, so that's what I'm most excited for. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, what you're looking forward to, and if you've figured out any crazy ideas for some of these cards that I haven't, feel free to let me know, because I love theory crafting with you guys. It's one of my favorite things about doing these videos, aside from how hype it gets me. With that, we're going to go ahead and get the frig out of here, and we will see you guys in the next video.